My job is to expose the sport of fencing so that all of our children, white children, brown children, black children, Asian children, you'll see here, all can take involved, all can take advantage of this great sport.
Peter Westbrook wants to change the face of fencing. He's on a mission to diversify the sport and is finding some of his talent right here in Harlem. Westbrook, who won a bronze medal in the 1984 Olympic Games in Los Angeles, could have just rested on his history-making accolades. Instead, in 1991, he created the Peter Westbrook Foundation to use fencing as a way to pass on the life lessons he's learned through the sport. A sport, he says, saved him from prison and even an early death, the fate of many of the friends he grew up with in the housing projects of Newark.
We use the sport of fencing as a hook, as a gimmick to bring them into the fold. Once they're here, we try to build our children, not just athletically, spiritually, academically, and socially. This sport prepares you to lose in the sport and how to deal with victory, how to deal with defeat, and you can use those skills, transfer those skills into life.
At the foundation, consistent academic excellence comes before picking up an épée, foil, or saber.
We're always pushing education. We have an academic tutoring program. The tutoring program is designed to teach them in math, science, and English. We have preparatory SAT classes, PSAT classes, so we're always pushing education. If the grades are below a certain level, if you're below a C, you cannot come here.
The philosophy former student and now fencing coach, Kanade Primus, learned firsthand. When Primus first joined the foundation, he was benched.
I had trouble in school, so I wasn't really able to fence right away. So I had to, get my stuff in order.
Harlem resident Aki Spencer Eel, a former student and now professional fencing coach, recounts his life before and after the foundation, which he credits for changing it for the better.
I was into a lot of, bad things before, and hanging out with the wrong crowd and getting into trouble. And I owe everything to fencing, because without this sport, who knows where I'd be today. A lot of my friends at the time are now in jail. A lot of my friends at the time are now dead. So I owe a lot to fencing. I'm glad it was introduced to me, and I'm glad that I accepted it.
To the students, the foundation has become a second home, and many return as adults to train and mentor the next generation of fencers.
If we don't keep things like this going, they die out, they die off. And this is something that's very special. And I just want other kids to experience the same thing. What I liked about this program when I was younger is how it taught me a lot about myself. It taught me a lot about society. It taught me a lot about who I am as a person and what I can contribute to society.
The foundation's mix of academics, discipline, emotional strength, and fencing have gotten results. Some of the nation's top colleges are offering fencing scholarships to Westbrook students.
We have schools calling us, and we get the kids full scholarships to Princeton, to NYU, full scholarships to Columbia, to Duke University.
And corporate America is calling right behind them.
We have corporate sponsors that give the kids jobs. We have Lord Abbott, we have Merrill Lynch, we have Phoenix Beverage Inc. I know the CEOs, and the CEOs give them intern positions in the summer and full-time positions when they graduate.
Former student Keith Smart, who won a fencing scholarship to St. John's University, earned Olympic silver in the 2008 Games in Beijing, now volunteers as a coach. He explains Westbrook's impact on Harlem.
He's been able to give a lot of the kids from Harlem an opportunity to see that there's something else outside of the world, outside of their community.
Those sentiments are shared by Keith's sister Erin, who also won Olympic silver in Beijing and volunteers as a coach. She adds,
what's beautiful about the foundation that it has an after-school program. It has tutoring programs. So no matter what, that he's touching lives of children in Harlem, whether it's through fencing or through their homework, or even talking to them about family issues. It's really a full circle type of program.
And Harlem's taken big notice of Westbrook's success. He was recently honored by Central Harlem's Community Board 10 as one of the neighborhood's unsung heroes.
In Harlem, he's not necessarily a household name, and he should be. And that was one of the reasons why we felt that we needed to honor him as an unsung hero in his own community. He's very committed and passionate about his sport, but also about how the sport can transform the lives of young people as the sport transformed his life. It fills a gap in the lives of many young people in our community by providing them with the necessary academic resources and social resources that they need to circumvent the murky waters of adolescence and life.
Despite the praise from students and the Harlem community, it's Westbrook who says he's gotten much more from giving back.
My life is totally transformed. It's not that I'm always giving to the kids. The kids give to me every time I come to class. They teach me so much. They give me so much love. They help me to be a better person. They help me to look and face my baggage. They help me face my idiosyncrasies. To help me to become stronger, more caring, more loving.